So let me pin my video here. All right. Hi, everyone. So before we begin, I want everyone to know this is going to be about a half-hour session. We're going to do about 30 seconds of 6 different exercises to get started. They'll go a little bit longer as we move later on into this session. I am going to be using a resistance band. I'll show you that in just a second for everything we're doing today. Feel free to use dumbbells if you don't have a resistance band close by. I'm going to start my timer here. We're going to start off with about 3 minutes for the warm-up. So what I want to do, stepping back, we're going to do some side steps, warming up the legs, and then we're going to move our arms as we move side to side. Moving the arms, moving the legs, getting everything in the body warmed up. And 3, 2, 1. All right, moving on. What I want to do next is a little bit of squat and reach up for the sky, going down and going up. Go as low as you can into your squat. And again, working the arms as well, reaching up, keeping your core nice and tight. Make sure you're breathing. And 3, 2, 1. All right, next up, we're going to work our legs again, going into some high knees. What I want to do with this is take your hands, and I want you to tap the sides of your hip. Tap the sides of your hips. That way we're working the core and the legs at the same time. And 3, 2, 1. All right, next up, little toe touch here. So going down as low as you can, try to touch your toes, coming up, and again, reaching for the ceiling. Now, what I want to do with this exercise here is I'm going to turn it into a walk to a plank, and I'm going to do that in just a second. Feel free to do the toe touch if you're not up for the walk. Otherwise, follow me, walk to the plank, come back, and reach up. Walk to a plank, full plank here, come back, and reach up. Couple more. And last one here, and back. All right, and with about 30 seconds left for the warm-up, we're going to go into a jog in place, swing out those arms. Get that heart rate up. Little steps here with the legs. We're going to be working our legs first for the resistance training today. And we're going to do some squats with that, using either the resistance band or your dumbbells. 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. So we got about 30 seconds before we start. Meantime, I'm going to grab my band. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this with the band. Stepping here, make sure that they're symmetrical. The resistance on both hands. Take your hands, put them right by your shoulders. And what I want to do here is go as low as possible, just the demo here. Go as low as possible into the squat, come right back up. I want to go nice and slow with this. So with me, right now, down low and up. Down low and up. The two most important things here, if not the legs, it's in the glutes on the way up. So squeeze the glutes and then keep that core tight the whole time. 5 seconds here. Let's do one more. Nice and low. And relax. All right, we got about 30 seconds before our next exercise. So next up, we're going to be working our back. So I want you to take the band or dumbbells, whatever you have at home, wrap it around a little bit. And I want to make sure if you have bands, you want to pinch right here, the thumb right onto the index finger. Pinch there. So we're not going to squeeze our hands when we pull. Feet together, slight bend of the knee, and even more so in your hips, looking down. And we're going to pull our arms out to the side and let the hands touch. We want full range of motion, just like that. Really squeeze your shoulder blades as you bring your hands to the side. And squeeze, bring it down, relax. Again, bent over for this position, facing the floor. Nearly done. Let's do one more. And relax. All right, we're going to go back to stepping on the band. And for this one, I want to focus on some curls. So working on the biceps. We're going to do a little half and half with this one. The first half is going to be full range of motion with the curls. And in the second half, we're just going to pulse it out like this. So 15 seconds for each. Let's start with that full range with both arms at the same time. Ready? And up, nice and slow down. We're only probably going to do about 5 reps here before we go into those pulses. 2 more. Watch your elbows, keep them down. Last one here. All right, now let's pulse it out. So pulse, pulse, pulse. 15 seconds of this. Pulse, pulse. Small motions up and down. We're going to keep that elbow bent. 3, 2, 1. Woo! All in the biceps there. All right, next up, we're going to work the shoulders. It's a little challenging to do this while standing with a band. So I'm going to do this with 1 foot on the band and go down to 1 knee. If you have dumbbells, feel free to take a knee, or you can do it standing. Arms to the side, palms facing each other. We're going to go straight up and down just like that. So I'm going to come a little bit closer so you can see. Palms together, straight up and down. Straight up and down, just like that. Watch your shoulders. Make sure your shoulders are not shrugging. There's no shrugging during this time. We got 10 seconds left, and then we're going to do some body weight. I'm going to step back a little bit here. Last one. All right. You can put your bands and your dumbbells to the side. We're moving on to some body weight. So what I want to do here is some push-ups with the chest, and we're going to do a side-to-side motion with this. Feel free to do it so that you can go one side and then bring your hands together before you move to the other side for your push-up. You can do this on or off the knee. I'm going to start with off the knee myself. So down on one side, bring it center, other side, push up. 15 seconds left. Keep that core tight, hips forward, and eyes down on to your floor. We have enough time for 2 more, so let's do that. And excellent. All right. Our last exercise for this set, we're going to be focusing on the core. And the way I want to do that is leaning on our side. So you can do this on your elbow. And I want you to lift your hip up off the floor as best you can, whether that's with a little support with the knee, or you want to do straight leg and hold. 15 seconds for each side. Ready? Lift up as high as you can and just hold. Hold here, focusing on this side here by the floor. 15 seconds each side, almost done. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch sides and hold the position as best as you can. Take breaks when you need to. Otherwise, hold. Nearly done. All right. All right. Grabbing your resistance bands or your dumbbells again. So everything we've done so far has been about 30 seconds. This next set is going to be 40 seconds for every exercise we just did. And then we got one more round where it's going to be 50 seconds total. So Grabbing your band, 2 feet on the band. Everyone, hands up by the shoulders. And let's go with the squat. Nice and low and up. Down low. Come right back up. Now you don't have to go into a full squat if you're not comfortable with that. But I encourage everyone to go as low as possible. I like it so that my elbows touch the knee. That's how I know I've done a full squat. Core is tight. Squeezing the glutes on the way up. And last one here. And relax. Okay. Going back to working the back. Take that band. I like to wrap it around the hands at least once. And again, if you have a band, pinch right here. Thumb right on the index finger, pinching the band. All right, arms out, feet together, slight bend of the knee, leaning forward, and let's go. Wide and full range of motion down. I like to let my hands touch before I go back up, and I squeeze my shoulder blades together. So squeeze them together. Good, and relax. Squeeze and relax. Nice and slow here. We don't want to go crazy fast. We want to have slow, controlled motions when we're working with bands, dumbbells, anything you have for weight during this time. 5 more seconds. Let's do this. 1 more. Relax. Woo. Okay. Back to stepping on the band, 2 feet. And again, we're going to do half and half with the curls. So full range of motion for 20 seconds. And then we'll do our pulses for the last 20. So we got about 10 seconds here. I'm going to practice what I preach. Drink some water. There we go. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Full range of motion now. Let those hands go all the way up towards the shoulders. And then let the arms drop all the way down. Drop all the way down so that your elbow is not bent. Nice and straight. There we go. Now we can bring it back up. Let's do 1 more. And let's pulse it out now. 20 seconds. Small motions, just going up and down with your hands, a couple inches at a time. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax the arms, shake out the arms. And next up, we have our overheads with the shoulders. So I'm going to go back onto one knee. And again, if you have a band like I do, I recommend you go on one knee as well. Otherwise, if you have dumbbells, you can do this on one knee or you can do it standing. So palms face each other, holding the position. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Arms up and down. I'm going to switch this here. Arms up and down. So if you noticed, I switched the band around so that the band is in front of my forearm. You can do the same if it's easier for you. 20 seconds left. Keeping the core nice and tight. Looking straight ahead during this time. We got less than 10 seconds, everyone. Try to get those arms straight up, right over the head. Bring it down slow. All right. Okay. Again, bands to the side. We're going to go back into our push-up. So feel free to do this on or off the knee. And again, we want to do one side, other side with our push-up. So I think for this one, I'll stay off the knees as long as I can. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's move one side down nice and slow. Bring it center and move to the other side. You'll notice when I'm off my knee, I move my foot with my hand. Same side. So right arm and right leg. Come center. Left arm, left leg. Come center. Nearly done here. We got about 15 seconds left. I want everyone going nice and slow. Show me control in the motion. And let's do one more here. Woo! All right. Shake up those arms. And again, we have our core working next. So taking that elbow, placing it right on the floor. This time it's going to be 20 seconds for everything. 20 seconds one side, 20 seconds other side. Do your best to hold, keep your hips off the floor during that time. Get ready in 3, 2, 1, lift up and hold. Now I got my hand on my hip here, but you might find it's easier for you to have your hand on the floor. 5 more seconds, then we switch sides. 3, 2, 1, let's switch. Right into it, hold. And anyone who doesn't want their hand on the hips or the floor, you can also reach up if you want. Holding the position, nearly done. There we go, relax. And we got 30 seconds before we get to our final round. So as I said before, this final round here is going to be 50 seconds long for each exercise we do. We still have 30-second breaks for everything. Once we finish this round, we're going to go into a little Tabata for the last 5 minutes of class. So grabbing feet right on the band, and let's go right into our squat. You'll notice my feet, they're about shoulder width apart. I hope you're doing the same wherever you are. Nice and slow, down. Try to pop back up. Nice and slow down. Pop right back up. You might notice my heavy breathing. I hope you're doing the same. Keep it going. I'll emphasize it again, really squeezing at the glutes on the way up and keeping your core nice and tight for the entire exercise. Nearly done here. One more. And relax. Relax the legs. Shake them out. Next up, we got the back. So I'll demonstrate one last time for those of you who have bands. I like to grab the end here. I'll wrap it around the hands once and pinch this band between the index finger and your thumb, both arms. So feet together, slight bend of the knee, lean forward, and let's squeeze our shoulder blades and relax. Squeeze, relax, just like that. Again, I do not want to go too fast when I'm doing my resistance training. It's all about control and adding some resistance if you can. So those of you with bands, you can feed yourself a little bit more or less to make this a little more challenging. Now we got 15 seconds left. Let's do what we can. 10 seconds left here. Keep your back nice and flat as you can. Nearly done. Last one here. And relax. Woo. All right, taking that band. And we're going to have 2 feet right on the band. Reminder, we're doing curls. So full range of motion for about 25 seconds. And then the last 25, we'll pulse it out. Now, don't forget, if you need a break, you take it. Whether that's to catch your breath or get a sip of water, it's fine, whenever you need to. So, ready? And let's go up and down. Again, nice and slow, especially on the way down. Nice and slow down. Show me you have control A lot of people just like to focus up and then they release. Doesn't look good. Nice and slow down. Slow and steady is key. Nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Let's start pulsing it out. So arms up. Elbows are roughly 90 degrees at a bend as we move our arms up and down a couple inches. 15 seconds, not even 15. We got 10. Almost done. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Whew. Those pulses are always killer for my biceps in the best way possible. I hope that's the same for you all at home. All right, with about 20 seconds left, little reminder. I'm going to step back a little bit for this one. Little reminder, 1 foot on the band while we're kneeling down. The band is in front of my arm for me to have a little more control with this overhead shoulder press. So 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Up, down, just like that. Up, down. Now you do not have to go my pace. If you feel like you want to go a little slower, you can. A little reminder, watch out for your shoulders when it comes to shrugging. The shoulders love to shrug. So try to keep your shoulders away from your head or your jawline as possible. There should be none of this as we lift up. None of that. 15 seconds left. It's a tough one. Bands, dumbbells, doesn't matter. This is tough. 5 seconds left here. And last one. All right, relax. Okay, we are done with resistance for now. Whether that's bands or dumbbells, we are done. We have push-ups and then the side planks. And then after that, we have about a minute to get ready for our 2010 Tabata. I'll go over that in just a moment. So right now, get ready for the push-ups, whether that's on or off the knees. It doesn't matter what you do. What does matter is keeping the glutes tight so that the hips stay forward. So let's go one side, then center, other side, center again. You'll notice I'm doing this on my knees again, but I can change it to off knees whenever. You can too. Push yourself. Again, glutes are tight, core is tight, elbows wide for the chest, and eyes on the floor during this time. With less than 20 seconds, we're going to keep going. Extra slow on the way down, extra slow, and then push off. Nice and slow. About a 3-second mark here. 3, 2, 1, push, center, and shake out the arms. All right. 25 seconds for side planking. 25 one side, 25 on the other. I need some water for this one. Reminder, right after this coming exercise, we have about a minute to rest up, and I'm going to show you what the Tabata will look like. So 5 seconds left. Here we go. Elbow on the floor and hips up. Hold. Hold this position. Hand can go on the floor, the hip, or you can look up right at the ceiling or the sky where your hand is here. Either one does not matter, whatever works best for you. Less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch sides. And feel free to reach that hand up if you'd like. Otherwise, hand on the hip or the floor. Remember, we're squeezing the core close to the floor. So squeeze the side. Hold that position as long as you can. Deep breathing here. Hold. Almost done. There we go. All right, relax. And now is a great time to get water. We have about a minute to rest up. And I'm going to show you the Tabata. A little different from the strength training. It's going to be a little more high intensity, but it's only going to last about 4 minutes long. So 20 seconds, one exercise, and then 10 seconds off so we can move from one to the next. So the first thing we're going to do is a burpee. So down, plank, in, stand up, just like that for about 20 seconds. Right after that, we're going to stay on the floor and we're going to do plank jacks or little in and out motion like a jumping jack while you're holding your plank. When we finish that, we'll come back up. And again, just 20 seconds of everything. We're going to pulse it out with the squat. Small motions up and down. When we finish that, back on the ground for a little bear crawl. Going back and forth, just like that. All right, so 10 seconds here before we start with the burpees. Those are the 4 we're going to do. Twice for everything. Ready? Let's start with the burpees now. And down, plank, up. 20 seconds here. So see if you can go a little bit faster than I am right now. Down, plank, keep it going. Enough time for 2 more. And up. And let's go back down into our plank so that we can do our jacks with our feet. If the jumps are too much for anyone, you can do side step, side step. Let's go now. 10 seconds. Nearly done. 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Only 10 seconds to rest here. So going as low as you can into your squat, hands in front, and pulse it out just like that. Let's go right now. You might notice my heavy breathing here. That's all right. I hope you're doing the same. 10 seconds here. Feel those quads on fire now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right. Last one for this first set, the bear crawl. So down on all 4s. Try to keep your feet off the floor or your knees off the floor, excuse me. And let's go back, back, forward, forward, back, back. I'm only doing 2 steps forward and back because that's how much room I have here. If you want to go farther, 3, 4, maybe even 30 steps forward and back, you can. Nearly done here. And all right, standing back up. Shake out those legs, shake out those arms. We have the burpees coming up next, our second and final set for burpees. So, lost time for water, that's okay. Down and up, just like that. Watch the plank, keep the hips low. That's the big thing for burpees. Keep your hips low, not high like this. Drop them. Nearly done. Last one. Whew. All right, 10 seconds. Let's go into our planks and get ready for those side steps or in and outs with the legs. The plank jacks. Right now, let's go. Find the pace that works for you, whether that's a little faster than me or a little slower. Do what you can do for the next 10 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. All right, 2 exercises left. We got about a minute left for the workout here. Going down, hands in front, working the legs, pulse it out, 20 seconds, that's it. Small motions here, small motions up and down. Keep those heels on the floor. Core's tight, glutes are squeezing, back is flat, nearly done. Woo. Oh my goodness, shake out those legs. All right, last exercise, the bear crawl. I'm gonna do my 2 steps back and forth. Do however many you can. Ready, go. 1, 2, keep it going. Keeping your hips low, eyes on the floor. And always have just a slight bend of the knees. Slight bend of the knees, nearly done. And relax. Woo. And that is it for our 30-minute workout together. So thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. If you have any questions or comments for me, feel free to leave them in the chat. I'll be on a little longer to answer anything you might have for me. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day. Happy holidays, everyone. And I'll see you next time. I see that emoji. Thank you. So many. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone.